fusion flow. We're going to move with the hips first, just going left to right, or figure eight, focusing on the hips. So if you've been sitting all day, this is a great chance to loosen up spine, joints, and get those knees moving. Now, can you reverse direction? The reverse always messes me up. I'm like getting all stuck. And 4, 3, 2, and straight leg tick-tock, left to right. Get a little funky with the arms if you want. And 3, 2, and hip dips. Bend to the knees, push the hips to the side. Get a little sassy or not. If you're just like, no sass today, that's okay too. 4, 3, 2, and bring it over to the right. Just a little pivot. Save some energy for the bigger stuff later, but just a little pivot. So we're removing the thigh and the hip joint. 3, 2, now push down onto the ball of the foot. Keep the heel lifted and a little hip push to the side. Not just a up and down, but to the side. Left to right, dip it down and to the side. 4, 3, 2, and we lean and we switch. Just a little rotation, just a little movement, a little swivel. Swivel hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, press the ball of the foot down. Keep the heel lifted, knee bent, hip to the side and up. So it's just a little hip thrust, but not forward and back, but to the side. And you don't have to go low. You can even just make it a little tilt if you want. Focusing on our hips and movement around the belly, shifting stagnant energy that we don't need. 4, 3, 2, and bring it in and heel march, going left to right. Add a little pause. Now it's not just the legs, let the whole body shift the weight left to right. Left to right. We're working our way down the body into our quads, knees, glutes, just anything from the belt down. Now, heel march. Get a little funky with the arms if you want at any point. 5, 4, 3, 2, heels in, toes out. Just lift the heels, this weird little waddle walk. Left to right. 4, 3, 2, release those heels, soften the knees, and just a little sway left to right. Have your own little fun if you want the arms up in the air. Just don't stick your butt behind. We're not twerking, especially because we might fall over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and toes forward. Step it a little wider and drop it down. And we tap the toes, lifting up and down, going left to right. Softening into the knees. Working through those quads, but don't forget about the glutes activating and the core stabilizing. And this time I'm going to tell you, swing the arms, get a little bigger, take up more space. And 5, 4, 3, 2, a right foot moves to the side. And we tap the toe and move the heel and the knee. You can add any sort of funkiness with the arms. Sometimes I'll tell people if you've got stress and frustration in your life, shove it off a cliff. I'm actually really close to a cliff, the ocean cliff, and I can really whip things into the water and never see them again. 3, 2, and we switch. Point the left toes to the left. And notice we're not coming up, we're staying low. Shove, stress, frustration, nonsense, bull crap, or as I used to say, bull. 3, 2, bring it in, straight leg tic-tac. Still toes to the side, but now shift the toes forward. Bring it forward halfway. Maybe add a little head banging if you want. Make it kind, don't give yourself whiplash. 4, 3, 2, bring it back up. Now we're gonna bring the feet in. Right foot stays. Left heel comes out and in, out and in. Big toe stays in the same spot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. Right heel out, keeping the right toe in the same spot. So we're doing a lot of rotational movement for our hips and our thighs. And we're starting to figure out where our knees require support, a little bit more conscious movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me some Elvis legs. Shake it out. Get silly, get weird, get big, get small. 4, 3, 2, feet together, some knee circles, going around and around. Reverse direction, other way. 4, 3, 2, 1, side to side. Rocking a little bit, making sure that you give your ankles permission to flow a little side to side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it up, lean and tap, adding a little dip or don't. Add the dip if you want more, otherwise just lean and tap. So far so good. This is just waking our bodies up. And it's more important that we warm up the bigger muscle groups than some of the smaller ones, but you know me, I want a little bit of everything, so give me some twists. Left to right. Shift your weight. Get the toes up and the knees up. Whoop. Check with balance. Do anything weird and wonky with the arms to see if you can still keep your balance. Just don't hit furniture or pets or people. Bring it all the way in. Step the feet together. Little march. Pull the knees up in front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's bring it in and lock and load those arms and twist. Lock and load. Wiggle, go. Wiggle, go. Straight arms, lock and load, twist and wiggles. Let everything shake and wiggle. Just shake out tension, frustration, and nonsense and bull crap. Some of you might want to get really big and just go, ah. Have fun with it. 3, 2, now heel stop. Making them very powerful and controlled. Now add a little side step. And perhaps a little hop. Or not. You get to decide what level you push yourself to. 4, 3, 2, 1, and just a little kick your own bum. Now when you kick, don't bring the knee forward, kick back. Can you kick your bum and go for a little walk? And bring it back. Depending on your space, make sure you check with furniture and other things. 3, 2, and bring it down. Now it's time to move into some more upper body work. Grab your dumbbells or dumbbells if you've got them, cans of soup, anything to add resistance. And if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just move your hands the same way. Bring the hands up. Soften the knees. Make sure you have a little give left to right. And we're gonna lock those shoulders down and we're gonna just go for cross jabs here. Taking my right hand just across to the left and the left hand to the right. And side view here. Generally keeping my arms and hands at about shoulder height. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring those elbows in, palms up. Do not hit yourself in the face with your own balls. Or dumbbell, that sounds really bad, sorry. I got distracted. So now it's a lean and tap, and we're gonna add the layer of the arms. It's an uppercut. Do not aim for your own chin. Aim for someone taller. Lean and tap, punch it up. Lean and punch it to the side. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it in a little closer. Soften the knees. Jab it forward. Just don't twist the whole body. Just move from the ribs. Just jabbing it across. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's bring it in just so I don't eat my hair. But we're now going to take those arms and it's going to be a hook across. So it's still a lean and tap, but instead of up, we're going to lean and hook at shoulder and elbow height. Lean and tap. And when we're tapping, I'm pushing into that foot to give my punch a little extra oomph. Stay with me just a little longer. 4, 3, 2, 1, and step it in. Jabs again, except this time I want you to go as fast as you can. Go as fast as you can. Punch it forward. If you need to drop the weights, if you need to slow it down, that's fine. Just stay with me a little longer, just a few more breaths. Go faster, faster. Go, 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 go. 4, 3, 2, and please don't throw your dumbbells or dumbbells at your computer screen. You will not hit me. Shoulder blades up, down, and back. Still with your weights. Now, if you've got dumbbells, don't bash them. If you've got dumbbells, Pilates balls, give them a bash. Just to shoulder height. Now, sometimes I see people do this weird leaning, tilting. Pull tailbone forward and just bring your shoulders slightly in front of the hips so that you don't feel like you're going to bang your belly or your hips. Use the exhales for that little added oomph. Stay with me a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now shift the weight to the right. Palms up. You're not gripping the balls or the dumbbells. You're just letting them rest. It's about balance and control. Left leg kicks to the side. Now you could lower it a little, just a little step, or just a little tap. But see if you can step it up a notch by kicking it up a notch. And we're just keeping this isometric contraction, this isometric hold in our biceps, holding the balls up at elbow height. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lean down. Before we switch sides, we come down into a squat, reach the arms forward, and we pulse. Pulse, pulse. Try not to arch into your lower back. Staying nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, bring the arms down, shift to the left. Same thing, right leg can either step, low tap, or step it up by kicking it up and palms stay at elbow height. You can slow it down. You can actually let the foot touch the ground, or you can try to keep the toe just slightly off the ground the entire time. Play with the different options. See what works for you. Using exhales to give that oomph to the kick. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Give it a little shake out, because I don't know about you, but my standing legs are saying it's on fire. No pun intended. Well, always pun intended. So now, we're going to add some layers to the next one. We're going to step back with the left foot and the arms come forward. Make this small to start. Right now, I'm keeping my shoulders over my standing leg. But I want to add, step back, and I'm bending into my back leg while my front leg stays straight. So my whole body is shifting back, which means my core is really turning on to make sure I don't fall over, and it's not doing a good job. 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, other side. Start with just a step. Now see if you can take it into the lunge and lean. Front leg stays straight. Off in a lunge, we do this, lean back. Stepping it back, that back leg is the one that bends. Arms reach forward and straight. 5, whoop-dee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now, internal rotation. Left knee points in, left heel lifts up. Bend into that knee and push away. You might need to modify how close it is. If it's really close, I'm not going very far. If I take it further away, this is where I'm doing the harder work. We're now going to add an arm extension with just the left. When I bend the left leg, left arm reaches. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Waist switch. Right knee in, right heel lifts. Add just 1 or 2 leans without the arm. And now lean, extend the arm. Don't really matter which direction the arm goes with the knee. No, knee down, arm up. There we go. Knee down, arm up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One of my favorites. We don't ever do it to this particular song if you've got the playlist going. Left foot, front and back, front and back. Palms up. Pull the elbows in opposite direction of the foot. So side view. Front and back, front and back. You can add a little hip shift, stepping it back to the side versus straight back to add a little funkiness. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step switch. Right foot, front and back. Palms up. Pull the elbows in opposite direction of the foot. You can keep it very small, controlled, or add that little extra sassy hip push. Stay with me a little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and heel stomp. Bring the elbows back. Make this a little chill. Doesn't have to be big, but keep those elbows and palms the same height. So it's not a swing, it's palms, little pullback. 5, 4, 3, 2, and before we put the balls down to switch to bands, we're gonna lock and load the arms, feet come together, and go as fast as you can. Lock it and load. Straight arms, shake it out, get silly, get weird, but lock and load. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's go for our loop band. So you can buy these almost anywhere for just a couple of bucks. And bring them around your ankles. Making sure they don't pull down my pants. I'm gonna pull my pants up and over just to make sure. Because sometimes rubber bands do that. They pull on things, the next thing you know, you've got your knickers showing. So, right foot stays, left leg, step, bring it in, step. And notice that I'm letting my body move with the leg. It's not just a leg move. Torso, bring it in. And if you want to check, bring your hands to your abdominals anywhere, and you'll notice the abdominals underneath all your beautiful bubble wrap is holding on. Now, speed it up. Still just the left leg, stepping to the side. You can control the tension, and of course you can do this without the band. 3, 2, 1. Step it wide. Stay for a moment. Soften the knees. Lift up the heels. Heels up and down. Without moving your head up and down. Notice I'm just buckling my knees. There's a difference versus going up and down. Just buckle the knees if you can. 4, 3, 2, and release. Shift your weight to the left leg. Right leg does the moving. Step it in and side. Do the first few slow and steady. Add a little extra oomph by focusing on shifting the shoulders with the right leg. And let's speed it up. Keep moving the shoulders to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Whew. I don't know about you guys. I'm warm. Now, heels in, toes out, and I want some tension right at the beginning. So we're gonna go for a calf raise, making our legs push against the resistance of a band. Squeeze up and down. Hands can go wherever they need to for balance. Squeezing up and to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Anyone else's calf like on fire and saying the F word? Yeah, that one did. So now, right foot stays, left leg steps back and forward. Now, it's not coming in front, it's just coming back to neutral. Step back in. Now this time, I'm keeping my shoulders over my front leg. I'm gonna see if I can take that leg further back. You can add just a simple arm swing, or both arms reach forward and everything comes in. Extend back with the leg, reach with the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't rise up, stay here, shift to the left, right leg, step back, bring it in. You can move your arms like you would when you're running, or reach the arms when the leg kicks back, pull it in. Stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Take that band off and say good riddance to the resistance. Come onto the ground. Give your legs a little shake and wiggle. Let your heart rate come down, because we're going to do some more things on the floor, and I want us to have a really healthy heart rate that isn't threatening to make our heart pop through our nose. Classical saw, right hand, left toes. Bring it up. Left hand, right toes. Keeping both sit bones connected to the earth. So if you need to make that movement smaller, or if you can extend lower. Inhale, exhale it across. We're going to go for one more each side. Last one. We're going to bring the feet in. Now this is don't use your hands if you can, stay with me. We're going to shift back on our bum cheeks, and we're just going to clap our feet. Feels ridiculous? Stay with me. This is more about mobility and awareness of balance in the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring the legs to the side. Pick a side, any side. We're going to come onto hands and knees. We're going to take the right toes back, give it a little quick calf stretch, keeping the hips nice and flat, parallel to the ground. Don't dip the hips or round up. Trying to figure out, there we go. Now switch legs, taking the left leg back. Ooh, calf said hi. Actually, it said something else. 3, 2. Now bring that knee in. Come down onto your forearms. Now on your forearms, purposefully stick your bum up in the air. Bend into your spine. Look forward. And then pull the tailbone forward, around through the spine. Look towards your knees. Push the floor away through your forearms. And then release. Drop the belly. Arch. And yes, it's a funky stick your bum up in the air pose. And now shift your weight forward, more onto the forearms, till you can come all the way onto your belly. Stay low here, just for a moment, on forearms, coming into a bit of a sphinx, but then relax the shoulders, then push the shoulders down and away from the ears. Relax, push, inhale and exhale. 2 more, and this is really more about shoulder mobilization, and not bum squeezing. If you were trying to do that using the bum, you're on the wrong track, okay? Wrong brain. You were using your bum brain. I shouldn't say that, that's bad. But again, squirrel. So now we're going to bring the knees closer together. Push onto the forearms, coming into a brief plank. A brief plank. And now we're going to push up onto the hands, coming back at a table, and we're going to use our ball. Now, if you don't have a ball and you only have a fitness circle, just put something else behind your knee. The ball is great. If you don't have it, a couch cushion will work. You're just going to place the ball behind your left knee, and just a few pulsing up. And you can do this without the ball as well. You don't need a ball. In fact, if you don't have the big one, but you have the smaller 2-pound Pilates balls, try one of those. Squeezing up and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Switch sides. Now, as you're doing this, the goal is to keep your hips in front of the knees. And when you're lifting up the heel, you're not arching into the back. This ball is infinitely harder to hold with these pants on, for the record, if anybody's interested. My yoga pants, I've got no problems, but right now with these pajama-like pants, this ball is really not secure or stable. 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Going to come up onto your knees. If knees are an issue, grab a blanket. We're not going to be here long, but we're going to use the ball. Palms in and pulse. And this is where if you have a fitness circle, it can work, but the ball works just as well. Just squeezing in. Now add a little twist with the right hand on top, and then bring it over to the left hand on top. Keep pulsing, right hand on top, and then shift it to left hand on top. 3, 2, and let's bring it in. Now, if you've got a ball, we're gonna go for bends. If you've got a circle, you're gonna go for pulses. So if you've got a circle, squeeze it in. If you've got a ball, push in and just gentle side bend. Inhale and exhale it up. Now keep pushing that ball into your thigh, into your hip. If you've got the circle, just pulse it in without bending through the spine or the ribs. 3, 2, and 1. And we switch sides. If you've got the circle, it's a pulse. And if you've got a ball, it's a side bend. Although if you have a ball and you don't want to do the side bends, you could do the pulse. Please know that there's always options. Inhale and exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Stay with me for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that ball to the side, or the fitness circle to the side, and I'm just going to make sure I don't hit my head on my balls, on those ones. We're going to transition from pike to plank. So pike is basically Pilates' way of just talking about a downward dog. But we're going to be very methodical about it. We're going to exhale, tuck, and float your knees into a table, and then shift the hips up and back. Bring it forward into the table, and then push through the balls of the feet. Bring your shoulders beyond the wrists for an extension and back. Hips up, bend the knees, table. Push, shift forward, table, down dog or pike, floating table, plank, floating table, pike, table, plank, table, pike, table, plank. 2 more. Last table, last plank, release those knees. A brief child's pose, or known as a shell stretch in Pilates. Give yourself a wiggle, release the wrists if you've got tender wrists. 3, 2, and we're going to come up. We're going to come all the way up onto our knees, right leg to the side. We're only doing a couple of these on each side. It's more about mobilizing through spine and getting the outside of our hips engaged. We're going to dip it down and bring it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Left leg to the side. Line up the heel with the right knee. Arms to the side. Lean and tap. Now, if I tap close to my knee, I'm not really using my obliques. So the further I reach, the harder it's going to be. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come onto our back. Come all the way down. Now this is where you can grab the ball or the fitness circle. We're going to place it between the knees. Bring the knees up, knees over the hips. but not higher than the hips. Big toes can touch. Keep those knees slightly below the hips, and we're going to squeeze the ball or squeeze a circle. Don't let the ribs arch up. Press the ribs down. So it's just a squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Using your breath to create the rhythm needed for squeezing the ball or the circle. Focusing on your lower backs to make sure that we're not compromising the position, focusing on the belly button pressing down and tailbone up without bringing the knees up higher. If you want, you can take the legs straight and still pulse the ball or the circle. Your head can relax, your shoulders can relax. All we're doing is squeezing the ball, keeping the knees slightly lower than the hips. Don't forget to breathe. Did I mention breathing yet? Because breathing's kind of cool, you know? It's got some benefits. Find a rhythm for your breath and the pulsing. We're almost there. Don't forget the core pressing down. Now release those feet down. Press the heel into the ground. Lift up the hips. And we're going to just squeeze the knees. Still pulsing that fitness circle or the ball. Keeping the hips just a few inches off the ground. Now I want you to squeeze the ball or the circle as hard as you can. Not a pulse, but a constant squeeze. Now a little hip thrust up and down. Using exhale, squeezing up and down. Push, drive through those heels. Don't forget about squeezing your ball or your circle. And stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm warm. That ball's gonna come out and off to the side for now. Give your knees a quick little windshield wiper movement to release tension. Now, back to the core. We're gonna go for some crazy bicycles. They're not officially crazy unless you, never mind, I'm not gonna make a judgment call. But the idea is we're not just going to go up and down. I want us to lean onto one bum cheek. Make big kicks or small. Don't have a pattern. Going down, up, going to the side. Up and over. Now the only thing that stays consistent is your shoulder blades staying down on the ground. You can make them little. You can even just keep them low, tap into the ground, or add some really long kicks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down, feet to the ground. Now exhale, bring the fingertips towards the hips, shoulder blades nice and low. Walk the heels closer to your bum. Right hand to right heel, left hand to left heel. Just a little side to side here. Don't go up and down, and don't jam your chin down, and don't drop your head too far back. Using exhales. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's release that neck, release it down. Take the arms up overhead, give yourself a nice stretch. My spine did a little crickle and crackle. We're going to bring the feet back in line with our hips and not have the heels too close. Left leg comes up, cross it over. And when I say lady cross, I'm not making a sexist remark. It's really just making sure that your knees are stacked. Exhale, lift up the hip just a little bit. So it's a single leg hip raise. But now move the hips. If you're on your right leg, you're moving the hips to the left. And drop both knees down for a little twist. Don't forget to breathe, because remember I said breathing's got some pros to it.
Now to come out of this, encouraging you to focus first on engaging, and that just means like get your abdominals to do the work, not your back. Exhale, pull it back. Now move that left ankle on top of the right knee and curl up, pull through, threading the needle, as they call it in yoga. We're bringing that right knee closer to our chest and our belly, and our head and shoulder relax down. And release it down. Uncross, switch right leg up and over. Just give it a little realignment. Push that left heel into the ground, lift up the hips. And then shift the hips to the right. Drop the knees down to the left for a twisted stretch, trying to keep both of your shoulders down on the mat. Breathe in through your nose, exhale through your nose. And then use the exhale to bring everything back to neutral. Slide that right ankle on top of the left knee. And we're going to curl up, grab a hold of the left thigh, hug it in closer to the belly and release down. If this is accessible, if not, Larry, just stay here, keep that knee wide and rock it. And when you're ready, release it out, uncross. Just rock it a little side to side. And then for fun, see if you can reach up, find your feet, happy baby pose, pressing the hips down to the ground, shoulder blades down. You can rock your head a little side to side. You can even rock your feet. Just be mindful if you go too far, you might, fall over. Mind you, if you're on your back on the ground, you don't have far to fall, so I'm willing to say you're probably safe if you fall over, unless you fall into furniture or a passing by pet. And let's bring those knees in. Give yourself a hug. I always like bringing my knees to the outside of my ribs, not over my ribs and on my belly. And now we're going to rock forward and back, keeping your spine rounded. And then come all the way up, keeping your feet together, knees wide. And add a little sway. And give yourself a little wiggle if you feel this is what your body needs. Now we're going to switch a little bit into a few moments where you get to be in control. It's not just waiting for me to tell you what to do. Maybe you want to forward fold. Maybe you want to twist. Maybe you want to wring things out. Just explore what your body really needs. I'm always just the guide. Your body is the teacher. And if you can, add another forward fold of some kind, whether the legs are forward and in front or out to the side. If you sit a lot at a desk, encouraging legs out to the side and just add a little dance and sway here. you've got the legs out to the side, pick a leg, any leg, and just reach your hands towards that long leg. Forward fold as low as you can. And then slowly come up, take your time, reach up to the sky, lengthen up, and over to the other side. Pick a side, any side. Forward, fold it down. Relax your neck, your head, your shoulders. And slowly come up. If it's accessible, bring your legs into a cross-legged. We're going to add a little bit of a side stretch. Right hand comes down. Bring it all the way up and over. And switch sides. Just a few little sways to finish off the movement and the practice. One more each side. Last one over to the left. And then bring hands to your knees and just add a little spinal wave, moving in a spiral shape. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale. And that's all she wrote for Fusion Flow today.